Creativity is something that is possible and available for everyone. Yes, it can be something that invites you to take a risk at times. Are you ready to be activated? Are you ready to explore how you too can become creative? Stay tuned. Welcome to Activating the Creative in You, where we gather with everyday people who are making a difference. Thank you for joining in on Activation Talks, where we share with you encouraging and thought provoking discussions that are meant to activate you to move into God's purpose for your life. This is part 1 of 6 mini lessons. Today, we will be covering material from chapter 1. Creativity is in your genes. And our topic for discussion, God's design for creativity. Before we begin, we highly recommend this resource guide, Activating the Creative in You, How Anyone Can Be Creative God's Way, which is filled with strategies to awaken your capacity and potential for creativity, written by Nancy and Berrios. This guide will help further your skill development for each learning module. Our resource guide is now available for purchase on Amazon. Let's begin by looking up the key verse in the Bible for today's lesson, Ephesians 2:10. For we are God's masterpiece. He has created us anew in Christ Jesus, so we can do the good things He planned for us long ago. Take a moment to reflect on the profound miracle that is taking place. Can you answer these questions? What happens when we are created anew in Christ Jesus? What are we able to do? In today's lesson, we will consider chapter 1's key questions. Where does creativity come from? Who is meant to be a kingdom ruler? What are different forms of creativity? Let's explore these questions some more. Where does creativity come from? Who comes to mind when you think about creativity? An artist? A singer? A dancer? A writer? Or a poet? Did you know that everyone has the capacity to be creative? This is God's plan for His creation, you. Are you ready to be activated? What will be your next steps? Who is meant to be a kingdom ruler? When God created you, He made you in His image. He wants to make you into a kingdom ruler because you are meant to rule on earth while serving Him for His purpose. This will happen through the creativity that He will give you when you are in a personal relationship with Him. How does this apply to you? How ready are you to represent God's kingdom? What are different forms of creativity? You are probably thinking that accomplishing this is a task of monumental proportions. Guess what? It is possible. History is filled with all kinds of examples of individuals who did achieve this in their lifetime. Do you desire to contribute to the betterment of humanity and society? What comes to mind? Are you willing to take a risk and take action? Just a reminder, if you want to dig deeper, buy the resource guide available on Amazon. Now for our takeaway. Creativity is in your genes. It is not just reserved for a few selected group of gifted and eccentric individuals. God's plan is that we all participate in this incredible purpose. And most importantly, remember that the most powerful expression of your creativity will be the kind that makes an eternal impact. We hope that all who have been watching and listening have been both encouraged and empowered. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and join us for Activation Talks again soon.